for whom he has been called to serve and with whom he has so slaved for their all-round development. As students' leader, he zealously and courageously led his team to work for the general improvement of students' welfare. He saw to it that, number one, allowance for corps members was increased from the paltry sum of 3,500 naira to 7,500 naira. Number two, he engaged the federal government under former President Olusegun Obasanjo to reinstate the 486 students who were rusticated during the despotic rule of General Sani Abacha, and indeed they were all reinstated. Number three, he engaged Julius Badia. We saw the construction of a link road between Abuja and Naraguta hostels in the University of Jos, and also the construction of street lights by Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Number four, he showed remarkable resilience and a fearless student leader in conjunction with Nigeria Labour Congress under the dynamic leadership of Comrade Adams Oshiomhole to kick against and reject the unfriendly hike in fuel price at the then mother of all rallies. Number five, his power of engagement brought to bear the establishment of Coca-Cola villages in most of the tertiary institutions. Number six, his enviable sense of teamwork made it possible for him to work with the leadership of National Youth Council of Nigeria to birth the first ever national youth policy. And number seven, he labored and critically engaged federal government on the financial autonomy policy of federal institutions, which saw it repealed eventually. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu has some political representation around for good, such that the blind can see constituency projects come to reality, and they are all factual. He has by so far 45 constituency projects. One striking phenomenon about him is the fact that his democratic presence and representation are visible, they are felt, they are known in all the 29 communities in Esako West constituency number 2. With him, all his constituents know and appreciate what constituency projects are all about. No wonder then he was christened Mr. Constituency Projects. Some of the projects to his credit and benevolence to his constituents and beyond include: number one, the construction of an ultra-modern market in Jatu. Number two, the construction of 23 blocks of 3 classrooms each with headmaster's office. Number three, the construction of 4 blocks of 4 classrooms each with principal's office. Number four, the provision and installation of transformers to 7 communities within his constituency. Number five, the full extension of electricity to Akbana community and provision of complete insulators to the community. Number six, full education scholarship to indigent students, many of whom are graduates now, living happily within and outside of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Number seven, empowering hundreds of men and women by training them on National Directorate of Employment (NDE) and the provisions of necessary tools to change, to enhance, and to better their living standards. And very finally, number 8, renovation of and improving some public facilities to make them useful to his constituents. As member of the Edo State House of Assembly and House of Representatives in the National Assembly, Comrade Philip Shaibu has moved 106 motions, sponsored 36 bills, and moved 12 motions respectively. Notable amongst these are: number one, the Child Rights Law and the Land Use Charge Law. Number two, the Act abrogating the unpopular electricity fixed charges imposed on electricity consumers, and the motion to discountenance the Federal Road Safety Commission use of speed limiters on Nigerian roads. Worthy of note here is the fact that Comrade Philip Shaibu, Mr. Constituency Project, successfully ensured that 10 federal constituency projects were included in the 2016 budget. The man, the very man, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu. The man, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, is a husband, and of course, a father. He is happily married to Comrade Mrs. Mariam Philip Shuaibu, who herself was Vice President of Auchi Polytechnic Students Union, a certified national accountant, a member of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, and rose to the rank and file of the National Assembly Service Commission. They are both blessed with 4 children, at least for now. The man right honorable Comrade Philip Shuaibu is an ardent, convinced, and devout Catholic Christian. He is a devotee of the Divine Mercy, a member of St. John's Society and Catholic Men Organization, CMO. As a member of unshakable faith in God, he has his family enshrined in the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Immaculate Heart of Mary. The man, Comrade Philip Shuaibu, is a God-fearing, an astute, a dogged, a lover of democracy, courageous, and people-oriented politician. For these, he was convinced enough, alongside with some, to stick his neck out to speak against juntas and bad governance wherever they existed. No matter how much of race he gets, and with whatever he's threatened with, he can never be gagged. These rare and uncommon qualities is a young artist. I've even placed him at Great Gashua prisons and DSS detention center in Jos, alongside the very notables General Ladiko Dia, other military personnel alleged of plotting coup against General Abacha and for daring to challenge the brutal regime of these juntas. The man right honorable Comrade Philip Shuaibu is not just a nominal figure in the democratic process of our dear nation, but a force to be reckoned with. This man, Comrade Philip Shuaibu, alongside with great men in Nigeria, like one-time President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, our very own Comrade Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole, Chief Gani Fawemi, Dr. Benny Becker, and some Kuti at various and separate times fought and pulled down fascism in Nigeria and paved way for the smooth return of democracy that has come to stay. Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shuaibu, the man of the moment, is a man of the National Working Committee of the All Progressive Conference, the ABC, a reliable and dependable loyalist, an unwavering politician, a team player, a defender of equity and justice, a noble son of a Edo State. He has carved out a niche for himself in the political history of our beloved country and state. To the greater glory of God Almighty, and for the continuity of good governance in Edo State, my Lord the Chief Justice of the Edo State, I present to you this afternoon, sir, Honorable Philip Shuaibu, to be sworn in as the Deputy Governor-elect, Edo State, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you so very much.
We will continue. Are you ready? I have one mic for them. Okay. It's here. I finish.